We got another win. That means I'm happy again. Yeah, let's go. Give me a hot second, family. Give me a hot second here. Let me. We should be feeling real good today, family. We should be feeling real good today, family. You feel me? You feel me? What is good? What's good, Analysts? How you feeling, baby?
Hey, I'm feeling great. Got the win. Another one on the record books. Another one on the win column.
Our freaking superstar came out.
My God, he was so
Came out looking to make some money tonight. Come out. Another efficient shooting night from our superstar Trae Young. Wasn't out there bullshitting around like he tends to do sometimes. Hold up, family, cut this light off. Usually out there shooting some bull crap sometimes. Last two games, he's been about his business. Come out here playing efficient, taking high IQ shots. I mean, that's what a superstar does. Comes out, leads by example, either on the defensive end, offensive end. Okay. That's what a star does. That's why this dude's a two-time All-Star. That's why this guy is about to make All NBA and get super max. This is the Trae Young we need. I don't need Trae Young taking 40 shots, shooting 2 for 50 from 3 with some outrageous logo crap. You feel me? What I need from Trae Young is the past 2 games, Trae Young. That's what I like. Smart, getting to the lane, probing the paint, seeing who's available, finding the open guy, making passes. Shout out to the other players who was also out there making passes. I haven't seen the ball. I'm finna pull up some stats. I haven't seen the ball move that well in a long time. Even when Indiana got back in the game, it was a couple moments we had a lapse, but I'm speaking overall, because this is the NBA, man. Teams gonna make runs. It's really nothing you could do about it, but try to stop it, contain it, or respond until you can get hot. You know what I'm saying? So Indiana making a game out of it. I'm not surprised. What I'm surprised is that the Hawks let the game get so close. Now I knew we wasn't gonna beat these dudes by no 15 or 20 points, but bro, we was up like 70 something, like 74-59. It was like something like 74-59. And I gotta tip my cap to Indiana, man. Them boys could have laid down and gave up, but they was like, nope, we gonna keep chipping away. And they end up making the game. Listen, we still lack late game execution. We lack late game execution. We need to stick with works for us. Giving Kevin Huerter the ball and telling him to attack, it don't work. You saw what happened. He got the offensive foul. He was cold toward the end. Okay, but in his defense, shoot or shoot. Hopefully Kevin can add something else to his game, maybe attacking the basket a little more, going to the rim. So when that 3 ball not hitting, but it's not like Kevin Huerter was missing. Like, he was hitting back of the iron. He was on target. He was just a little too long with the shot. So but like for some reason, Kevin Huerter, when it comes to late game situation, he freezes up, man. This is not his first time doing something silly like that, But at the end of the day, overall, I think the boys played great overall. We had lapses. Yeah, we had lapses that it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen with this team. You know, luckily we was able to respond. Every time Indiana cut that lead to 2, we was able to get a bucket. Every time they hit a 3, we was able to hit a 3. So I mean, don't get me wrong. Would I like for us to beat the Pacers by 25, 30? Yeah, I sure would. But guys, at the end of the day, this is NBA, man. We ain't the first team to trick off 20-point leads. Look at the Knicks. Look at the Sixers against us in the playoffs. 2 games they tricked off 20-point leads. It happens. It happens. What I was looking for was, how do we respond? Are we gonna bend and don't break? Or are we just gonna, lay down, fall down? Oh, these dudes is coming back. We can't stop them. But we chose to be resilient and we chose to fight back and get this win. So, I'm pretty ecstatic. I'll take the win, man. I'll take the win. It was don't get me wrong, guys. Like I said, I would love for us to win games by 15, 20, but it happens and we didn't fold. So I got to tip my cap to them. And like I said, tip my cap to the Pacers for coming back and making a game of it. You know what I'm saying? But, the Pacers is what? 12, 14 games under 500. Last time we played the team that far under 500, they came to Atlanta and blew us out in the Spurs. So, like I said, anything can happen on any night. You know what I'm saying? But, I got to tip my cap to Trae Young, man. That was an outstanding performance, man. Purity, outstanding. What's your thoughts on the game tonight, Analysts?
Listen, we're gonna see people talking about some. Oh my God, well, we should have beat them by 90. We should have beat them by 90. Listen, a win is a win. It goes in the win column as a W. It doesn't go in the win column as 1-2 against a bad team. No, it goes in the win column as a W. I'm very happy with tonight. I don't care if we would have won by 1. I like wins, and I think that everyone likes wins. But we, at this point in the season where we are, we can't be picking like, well, we should have beat them by 30. We should have been. No, we gotta get every win we can. At this point in the season, what we're trying to do, what we're still trying to build here, we gotta get any wins we can. We gotta be happy with them. We gotta move on. So I think that tonight, and Trae, man, and it's like, I love Trae when he has these games, but the more soothing and the more relaxing, the more comforting thing is to see that he was super efficient. I mean, he was extremely efficient. I think he only missed like three shots from the field, and I think he missed or 4, and then he missed like 3 shots from 3. And to be honest, they were all pretty good shot. They were all really good shots. He didn't turn the ball over as much tonight. I think that, and here's the thing that saved us. Usually, when Trae Young has these big games, no one else is really involved. But if you look at the numbers with Gallo, if you look at the numbers, just all around, everyone was kind of pretty much involved, playing their role. And in the end, we just really the defense is really what like let them get to the lane. They hit some tough shots. That's what that's what cut into the lead a little bit. I thought the offense was there pretty much all night, except for that fourth quarter.
But you know what? That's a good point you made. But that shows you, and you know what? Mr. Cleanup Man just made the exact same point. Was Clint got in foul trouble. So when he got in foul trouble, since we don't have a backup bid, like I be crying and begging for, you put a Congo in there. You put you put a Congo who too small. You put Gallo in there who not a rim protector. He don't protect. He don't play no defense, and that's what happens. That's exactly what happened. Mr. Cleanup Man nailed it right on the head. He nailed it right on the head. So and it's funny that you just said that. When Clint got out the game, Indiana got back in the game. And y'all telling me we don't need a backup 7-footer. That's why. Okongwu is good. I like him, but he is not a presence when you got guys like the 2 bigs for Indiana, and Miles Turner won't even playing. And so the 2 young boys they had was having a field day, minus not counting their guards with the penetration, Go ahead, finish your thought. My bad. I just wanted to stop you right there because it was funny that you mentioned that, and Mr. Cleanup Man said the exact same thing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I just thought that I just thought that except for that except for the fourth quarter where we didn't score for about 3 minutes, but I thought that the offense it really it stayed well. And here's another funny thing: Trae Young had all those points, had all those shots, but he still shared the ball. He still moved the ball. I feel like the ball it moved pretty frequently. If you look all around the stat sheet, then you'll see that the ball move frequently. And I just felt like the rhythm was there from the beginning. I think that Trae set the rhythm from when he started out with those first two threes when he went for when he went 2 for 2 from three. I said Trae could have a special night tonight, which he can't every night, but tonight was even more special. When he went up and scored 56 in Portland, I was really happy, but we lost. So if you look at this game, extremely efficient, shared the ball, shot really well, didn't hurt us, and we won. And so this is the game. And like you said, Emma, I agree. We need the Trae Young these past two games. The Trae Young that we've been seeing these past, few games can go for a lot and not hurt us. We'll take him 20, 25 shots. So this Trae Young is the Trae Young that, to be quite honest with you, the Trae Young that we saw in the playoffs. The Trae Young that we saw drop 48 in game one of the Bucks series. The Trae Young that we saw hit the dagger in the Knicks series. The Trae Young that we saw all throughout the Sixers series. This is the playoff Trae Young, and I think that he's finally starting to play that type of basketball again, and he's starting to realize what's going to get us to where we were last year. And listen, I'll be honest with you. People in the chat or people all over may feel different. Despite Indiana coming close tonight, I still strongly feel like if we get into the playoffs and we play the way we played tonight, obviously with a couple things cleaned up, but obviously we didn't have Collins tonight. But with a couple things cleaned up, I think that we can beat anyone. I think that we can beat anyone if Trae plays the way he plays, which is he's the leader of our ship. And so if we can get the leader playing like this, then we're gonna be in really good shape. We're gonna be in really good shape.
Yeah. Now I'm not gonna go as far. I'm not gonna go as far as you and say that we could beat anybody in the playoffs, okay? But especially not with a backup big, because that's gonna definitely hurt you when you're going against the Bucks, when you're going against the Heat with their backup 7'2" dude, when you're going up against the Cavs who can run Mobley and they can run Mobley, Love, and Jared Allen at the same time. So I don't think we finna beat anybody in the playoffs. We not gonna. I'm gonna tell you like this. I love the Hawks, but I wouldn't bet money if we lined up against Brooklyn in a 7-game series. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna be rooting hard, but I wouldn't put no money on it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And that's not speaking as a Hawks fan. That's speaking as a basketball fan. You know what I'm saying? But here's something I want to try. I'm gonna name you a player. All right, analysts in the chat, y'all listen. I'm gonna name a player. I want you to give me one positive and one negative. The negative don't have to be like something crazy messed up. You know what I'm saying? It could be something as simple as I wish this dude would have done better by doing this. Okay. And this is just for tonight's game. So, analysts, so I'm gonna give you a player, and then when you answer, I want you to give me a player. Okay. So we'll start off. I'll start off with you with DeAndre Hunter. Give me a negative and a positive you saw for him tonight.
Okay. Number one, I'll start with the positive. I felt like tonight, I felt like DeAndre, I felt like he never lost his defensive he never lost his defensive game tonight. Even when a couple of the guys scored on him, I felt like he stayed with it. And to be quite honest with you, when he picked up a couple of those non-fouls that they call fouls, I felt like he didn't complain too much. And I think that's with everyone, but I gotta direct it strictly towards DeAndre, since he's the one that is accused of a lot of those fouls. He didn't let it, like, hard to say, he didn't let it carry over to the next play, if that makes sense. So he didn't sit there and pout, and he didn't sit there and try to get it all back by himself. Like, he played really well. Now, a negative, I wish that I'm before I make a take. I'm gonna take a look at the stats to confirm what I'm about to say. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I would like to see him obviously improve his shooting. I know he shot 50% tonight, but I felt like some of the shots that he took were a little out of his character. Not out of his character, but like we all know that he's good at getting to the rim. And when he gets to the rim, he's pretty much almost unstoppable. Either he's gonna
He
get
don't
to the line.
he don't get to the rim, man. He don't get to the rim. He needs to get to the rim,
Well,
you
we've seen
know.
what he can do when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, but we don't see it enough. You saw it tonight. You
Mm-hmm.
saw it tonight. But let me tell you what usually happens. You know what he usually do? He'll usually pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what we
Yeah,
need. Listen, let me hop in with you real quick on Dre Hunter,
yeah.
right? People sit right here and on all these Hawks websites and all that stuff and keep crying and begging for we need a number two. We need a number two. You got players who can fill that role. Okay. You got players who can fill that role. They need that opportunity to fill that role. So, like I've been saying about Dre Hunter, he needs to attack. Him and Kevin Herter, they do not attack the rim enough. And when I say attack the rim, I mean go to the hole, not do what him and Kevin usually do. They do the pump fake, they'll drive, and they always stop mid-range right near the free throw and either pull up a pass. And I'm like, bro, both y'all dudes is like 6'8". What are you scared of? Attack the rim, get to the line so you can see the ball. Okay, so what? You get fouled and they don't call it. Okay, but you know what? I'd rather take that and that aggression because what that does, that keeps the defense on their toes. When they know you just finna sit back there and pull up, they can come out there, they can come out there and just guard you easy. They can just relax on their feet because they know you're not gonna attack the basket. But you have to be consistent. When you consistent with attacking them, that's why Trae Young is so elite at getting to the basket. Because you gotta respect the J, and two, you gotta respect because Trae Young will go to the basket. Now he don't always go to finish, but he gets in there and at a minimum collapses the defense. You know what I'm saying? But Hunter, Herter, they do not attack the basket enough, and that to me, that's the next step that I think both of them need to take. You know what I'm saying? But Herder, no, he don't attack the basket enough, man. That's my complaint against Herder. So when I saw him attack that basket and draw that foul, I'm like, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Do it. You know, do it. I mean, the worst that's gonna happen, you get to the basket. Okay, you get fouled, they don't call it. Oh well. It happens, but guess what? The ref's not gonna give you those calls if you're not somebody who usually attacks the basket. So that's another thing. You got to set that precedent so refs know, okay, he this is one of the guys he like to attack the basket. Let me be on my P's and Q's and see if I see a foul or something. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah. So, I'll give you a player now.
All right, who you got?
All right. Let's see. You know what? I will. How about Bogey?
Bogey. Bogey, what I like that he in tonight's game, he was real active. Not gonna say aggressive, but he's active out there. He's way more. I'm telling you, man, this dude is way more. It's like he had an energy boost when he started coming off the bench because now, he don't have the weight of, oh, I have to pass the ball. Where's Trae Young at? I got to get the ball to Trae. Did Trae get to touch it? Blah, blah, blah. When he out there with that bench mob, man, he out there full of energy, active on the defensive end,
Doing it.
doing what he got to do. Now, my negative, he's still terrible on defense. On man defense, he is terrible, man. And, it's it's just nothing we can do at this point. You cannot teach no player. You're not gonna improve unless they already know how to play defense and just been out here being lazy. You can't. We don't have time to teach him. Hey, we need you to do this. That's something he's gonna have to work on in the off season. But he is still a terrible on ball defender, man. Him and Herder, man, like they're so lazy when it comes to going through screens, going over screens. Just like if you look toward the end of the game, right? If you look toward the end of the game, that was Bogey who was guarding Buddy Hill at the 3-point line. But I don't know what Bogey, like the way his defensive stand, like you giving him the lane. I'm like, why are you not in front of him? Why are you on the side of him? And what he'll do? Boom, that's he attacked the basket. And then what tripped me out, him and Bogey side by side. Bogey just running beside him like this. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? And then what
Yeah.
did that do? That forced our big. I can't remember if Clint was in the game or Conwell, but it forced them to now they got to lead a man. So now Hill got options because Bogey is just terrible, man. Like I couldn't. I'm like, stand in front of him, not on the side. And he went right to the hole on the man. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? Like if you don't play defense the whole game, play it now when it's like 20 seconds left on the clock, man. Don't give up. But I got, but I'll take that. That offsets the active, the energy he has been giving us lead in the bench, but he got to improve defensively. He's terrible, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I looked on that. I saw him on that play. I was like, oh my god, Bogey. I said, it's not that hard. Just stay with your guy. But I like I now in situations like that because other than probably DeAndre, maybe DeLon, the rest of the guys on defense are not that good. So what I would like in situations like that, he shouldn't have to. But that guy, when you're going down the line, I think it was Hunter. I would have liked him to step over once he saw that Bogey completely lost healed.
He couldn't get over there because Bogey, like I don't know what defense this dude was. He was side instead of in front of the guy. He was on the side like this. Like I guess he's trying to block the lane. Bro, you got to know your defensive capabilities. If you're not fast enough with your feet to to move over, if he decides to go right or to your left, then you need to be facing him straight up. You see what I'm saying? But nah, bro, you can't ask Hunter to do it. That's Bogey, man. Stay, and that's what I've been asking, man. Stay in front of your man. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. And I said it earlier. That's lazy defense to me because it's like, oh, if he get past me, somebody go come help. You need some personal pride in your man defense, bro. It ain't like he hit him with a jab or a fake. He just went straight past him. That was terrible, bro. Terrible. And I got to hold these players accountable, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, dude, you should have came and helped. No, stay in front. Listen, I'm not asking Bogey to be world defensive player of the year or all NBA defensive team. Just stay in front of your man, bro. That's all I'm asking. Stay in front of him. At least let him, if he hit Bogey with some skill, with some handles or something, okay. But he didn't do nothing. He just looked. Bogey shaded him to Hill facing a basket. Bogey is to Hill's right. I guess he tried to force him to go left. And that fool looked at Bogey and was like, man, I'm finna go right on you right now. Boop, went right. So easy. And I'm just like, this dude is beyond terrible, bro. Beyond terrible, But, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, I mean, and right now I'm just nitpicking right now. I'm just nitpicking.
Yeah.
I'm nitpicking, but guess what? That could have changed the flow of the game because he got an and one. That could have lead to two when he did that. That was an and one. That was a 3-point play. So I mean, that's why I don't have no faith in us in the playoffs, man. Because not because we can't stop the other team, bro. Bro, we just gave up 128 to the freaking Pacers. Our motto, our motto should be not true to Atlanta, but outscore all other teams. That should be our motto. Outscore the other team, man. We are not going to do nothing in the playoffs until we decide to step up this defensive effort, bro. Because if that was a good team, bro, the Pacers are like 12 games below 500. Could you imagine if you playing a good team? If that was the Bulls, they might have completed that comeback, bro. You know, so I mean, he got to do way better. I mean, don't get me wrong, he not the only one. Kevin Herter's terrible too. Um, God dang it. And you can't blame John Collins on nothing tonight because he didn't play. Which I said the other night, I knew he was still hurt, bro. I knew something won't right about Collins, man. I'm like, nah, bro. Collins is not as active as he usually is. He's not as bouncy. Come to find out, he can't play tonight. You know what I'm saying? So he must still be hurt. It's got. I didn't really look into the details, but I'm guessing it's the foot.
Yeah, actually, I did look into the details, and he actually has a sprained foot and a sprained finger, I believe. So, hope. I said this in my pregame. I said, you know what? I said at this point in the season, I said we just need John to take whatever time he needs off and get fully better so we won't have to go through this one game in, one game out, one game in, one game out, and not getting the best out of him rather than just having him just say we have him. So I think that we need to just let him get better. However way that may be, let him rest. Let his toe in his foot heal. I'm sorry, let his finger in his foot heal. And when he says, you know what, I'm fully ready, and everything seems fully healed and he's ready to get back to playing like the John Collins that we know him to play, then that's when he's effective. He's not effective when he's trying to force it. And I think that that's what teams get mixed up about. Everyone just says, oh, we got him back. Well, I mean, those shots that he missed, those are a lot of shots he missed, especially in that Milwaukee game. It was terrible. We all gave him zeros. So we need the John Collins back that is going to be effective for us. We need that starter back.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And shout out to the players for stepping in tonight, stepping in, doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? But I knew something was. I was like, nah, something wrong with Collins, bro. He don't normally play like this. This is terrible. I can't even remember the last time he went over from the field and took more than 5 shots. I knew something was wrong. But back to the game. That first half of basketball was good Hawks basketball on both ends of the court. But like I said, man, and I've been saying this, and then chat, we're gonna tap in with y'all. We see y'all posting, we're gonna tap in with y'all. Um, like I've been saying, man, this team always have mental lapses during the game, and the lapses be so long. Like, excuse me, guys, I'm still sick, but there's no way. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. No way that the game should have been that close. No way should have been that close. We be having these lapses as a team that that either we either blow in the lead or we allow another team to take a bigger lead than they already have because we have these mental lapses. We careless with the ball. We careless. We sometimes it look like we out there. We undecided what we're gonna do. We had a terrible, terrible shot clock violation at the in the last couple minutes of the fourth quarter because
Should have shot that
somebody scared and guess what? Where was Hunter at when he passed the ball? Where was he at?
mid range.
No, he was right at the basket, bro.
Was
he was right between the bottom of the free throw circle and the restricted area. He could have just took it to the back. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But then he passes the ball. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Someone shoot the ball. But in all honesty, that should have been 100 shot. Whether he make it or miss it, it should have been 100 shot. I mean, he right there. He right there 6 feet from the basket. Just throw it up, bro.
Yeah,
You know
float
what?
it.
He probably don't have a floater. That's what I'm saying. You know
You
what I'm
need to get
saying?
one.
And that's something he gotta work on. But let's tap in with the chat, man. Let's start with Mr. Cleanup Man right here. Mr. Cleanup say the problem with our team, besides not being athletic enough on D, is that we have to rely on shooting outstanding from 3, and that's always do or die. Mr. Cleanup Man, I agree with you 100%, man. If our 3 ball not falling, we are terrible because we cannot defend the 3. So what usually happens, it's like when you go back to those Raptors losses, even when we beat the Bulls, they still shot fifth. I mean, the Bulls still shot 50% from three. The Raptors was 60 plus from three. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and I think that's I guess that's just what we got to rely on right now. Because like I was telling analysts, it's probably too late to try to change anything drastic as far as the defensive end. Because if we could play decent defense at the perimeter, then that can help cover up when we had those bad 3-point shooting nights. And when I say cover up, I mean it'll keep us in the game. So instead of when we finally hit a bucket, instead of being down already 20, maybe we're only down 8 or 10 if we playing better defense. You know what I'm saying? You got any response to what Mr. Cleanup said right there, analyst?
Let me read it real quick. I was, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, listen, I think that, but the only thing that keeps us even halfway alive in those situations is Trae Young is that one guy that can get to the basket. I feel like that's what makes him so good. His ability to get, whether to shoot the three, whether to shoot the floater, whether to lob it, whether to get to the basket. And I think that that's what keeps us alive half the time. And then if we don't have the three, we'll start forcing the three. But no, I agree with you, Mr. Cleanup Man. Uh, we're not athletic enough on defense, so we can't guard really athletic players. Players that are really athletic and that can get downhill, and we just can't guard them. So we have to look to improve that. Obviously, not right now because we can't do anything right now. Not with not even a quarter of the season left. We just got to focus on surviving these games, and then once we get that little break between that last play-in game and the playoffs, then we got to really look at different ways to just tighten up what we've been doing and move on. But I agree with your comment. And I think that it's something that we're just going to have to look at a later date. It's not going to be able to be something that we are to look at now. That we're able to look at now.
Here go my boy Juan. He says they don't like fighting through screens. I watched Herter get bodied by a rookie in the paint. We let rookies outperform and out hustle us. Same crap every day. Well, Juan, hey, you already know why I stand, my guy. You already know why I stand. Just like today when I was like, hey, when you made that post in the group saying that we should win, and I was like, man, don't guarantee nothing because at the end of the day, we don't know who's going to show up. Like, you know what I like to do, guys? I think I did this last night, man. I was feeling kind of down. So I went back and I was just watching somebody made a Atlanta Hawks playoff run video. But I went back to watch the Sixers series, went and watched the Knicks series, rewatching it again. And I'm just like,
I
where
know
are
that.
these dudes at? Where are these guys at? Where is the effort? They was putting so much effort in each game, man. Like they was so scrappy. You know what I'm saying? And like today, I was watching a sequence to where the game is close. I think we was up, I want to say 6 in the fourth quarter. And Pacers did something with the ball. But to make a long story short, the ball just bouncing and Bogey run over there with jog over there and like didn't even try to attempt to go get the ball. He just jogged over there and watched the Pacer dude pick it up. And I'm like, where's the effort of wanting to win? See, we had that effort in the playoffs. I don't know where they got it from. I don't know if they cut it on, cut it off, but
I
that was
think
just
it's
a prime
playoff
example.
intensity. I just think it's playoff intensity. To be quite honest with you, I think that
But
you made
every
this.
game for us, bro. But every game for us right now is a playoff game. Every game for us right now matters. There's no
Mm-hmm.
one game that we have left that doesn't matter. So where's the
Yeah,
intensity for that?
not
Or
yet.
because hell, we gonna mess around and not have we won't need no playoff intensity. You know what I'm saying? We get to that playing game and get out and get booted real quick. So I was just looking, man, just like, bro, where's that effort at? For loose balls. Finally I did see. Now I'm not gonna say everybody. I did see some. So like when what was that? Was that Dre's fifth foul when Dre went for the ball was on the ground, he went for it, and they tried to say he fouled a Pacer
By the way,
dude.
that woman official was awful.
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't even no foul. I was like, did he even touch him? I was like, and hold on, I'm going off topic, but and why the hell didn't Nate challenge that?
Nate wanted to take his challenge home. I get. I don't know. He should have
Why
challenged
didn't
two
he
plays.
challenge that? Like the worst was gonna happen. We had 2 timeout. You lose a timeout, but bro, that could have got switched the other way because he didn't even touch the dude. And Nate looking up, I'm like, challenge it, bro. It's the
Yeah.
fourth quarter. I mean, the game is on the line. Who knows what could have happened? But
You know
you
how
know,
Nate face be looking. But look, I would only be mad at that if we would have lost the game. Like, look, as long as we get, as long as we win, I'm happy. But yeah, Nate should. It was a couple players Nate should have challenged. Nate should have challenged that. First of all, the woman, like, I don't mean to, call out, but that's what she was. It's only like I identify her, but she was terrible. I mean, even look, you look at the end of the game where she called that little ticky tack non-foul against Trae Young. Like, that was terrible. And then the one against Herder was terrible. The one against Dre was terrible. She was just awful tonight. Scott Foster wasn't as bad as I was expecting him to be for us tonight. But I didn't like. I still didn't prefer the officiating tonight. It was a lot. I would take this officiating over some of the other officiating we've had. But I'm not going to get too excited. I'm not going to get used to it because it's only because we didn't play an opposing team that gets those advantages. We didn't play. So basically, Indiana is probably like us, probably feels like that they don't get any calls because they don't, they still have a lot to prove. I guess the same way we do to these officials, which in my opinion, it shouldn't be that way totally. If it's a foul, it's a foul. If it's not, it's not. And, I just think that right now, we have to take I don't know if the whistle's going to be in favor of Portland tomorrow or us tomorrow, but I think that tonight we didn't really complain too much on the calls. Like, yeah, we may have showed some faces. Yeah, we may have thrown an arm up or two, but I just think that in the past we allowed those missed calls or those ticky tack non fouls to affect us on the next possession, whether it was on offense or defense. So I think that we just did a really good job with that tonight. But yeah, I mean the I don't know what she was. I don't know. She had to make up. And she had to make up for the good officiating night and then mess it up with some ticky tack fouls and clutch situation.
Cleanup man said, it seems like every team gets hot from three against us. Our luck has to change because this ain't all in our D. I mean, I would say majority of it is our defense because, in my opinion, Mr. Cleanup, we're not out there contesting those. Not obviously, I know you can't contest all 3-point shots, right? But we're not out there contesting the majority of them. They're usually just wide open shots because either Trae dropping in the paint to do some stupid double team on a big that he can't do nothing with anyway. We laid on rotations because somebody can't guard their man. And it's usually the ball gets swung and somebody wide open and teams be hitting it against us. I mean, I'm not shocked, they're NBA players. I'm just saying we have to do better on that perimeter. I've been harping on that all year, bro. I've been harping on it all year. We got to stop and limit those 3-point. We can't have teams shooting 40, 50% from three against us and expect to win. You know what I'm saying? So we got to take some type of we got to put forth some type of effort. Not even effort. We got to put forth an extra effort. Because obviously, I guess if they putting forth effort, that shit ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? Because teams still lighting us up from three. And that's usually the game breakers right there. When we looking at the stats, that's usually the game breakers. Is we in it, and what usually happens is that even though we shoot as a team 38% from three, it seemed like that night it's like us. We the ones shooting 27, 28% from three, 30% from three that night, and end up getting and losing the game. So I'm gonna need these dudes to step it up on their threes. On the 3-point defense. What's your thoughts on that statement right there, analyst?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, I like The fact that well, I'll say this first. I thought we played pretty solid defense in the first half. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I feel like we played pretty good defense in the first half, even though we gave up. I think it was 59 points in the first half. I thought the defense was still there. I thought they made some tough shots and got some shots from the free throw line. Really, the second chance points really hurt us. But to your point, I listen. I think that the reason why teams get hot from three is because I think that we sometimes settle in the end of the games. But I listen. I think that the problem still stands. Um, but listen, I think that when you're going it, I don't know. In my, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we play different types of teams different, and let me explain what I mean by that. If we're playing a team at at the top of the conference, it's like we're on our P's and Q's. It's like we're playing defense. It's like we're moving the ball, we're getting good offense, we're getting stops, we're getting rebounds, and we're just competing with that team because they're good and they're staying in it with us, or vice versa. But it's like when we're playing a rough team, it's like we get up big or we come in, we play pretty mediocre, and we give up silly shots. And I think that that's the thing with a lot of with what we do. Like if like we are playing a team like Phoenix or Golden State or a team like that, and they hit a whole lot of threes, I wouldn't be surprised. But I think that most of them are going to be contested because it's like, nah, you don't want to give Curry an open three. Nah, you don't want to give D-Book an open three. It's like, no, you don't want to give those guys open up open three. And I think that we just come with a natural competitiveness against teams in the higher part of the bracket versus teams in the lower part of the bracket where we just settle and we think that hey, we got this game no matter what. There's no way we can lose this game. Well, a couple threes and a couple stops, you're gonna be in trouble. But I think that tonight it can be addressed. Definitely, I think the coaching staff is definitely going to look at that, especially going into another game tomorrow. But I think that we got what we needed to do done, which was get a win, put ourselves in position to get to 500 again tomorrow, and we gotta make sure that we're playing tough again tomorrow because this Portland team is completely depleted. They have no one good on their team, but again, what is it my say? You can't put nothing past the Hawks. I mean, so we just gotta be ready.
You know what? I'm reading the chat, and Taz making some points. And speaking on the officiating, I said this the other night, man. We've been getting hosed on the officiating since the beginning of the season, bro. I'm in
Facts.
my boy Lou not here tonight, but we got a group chat. And I remember I was speaking this way as soon as the season started. I've been speaking on that, man. The officiate for us has been terrible. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, until Nate want to get off his ass and have his staff, send a tape, to send a tape to the league, then hey, it is what it is. We're gonna have to keep it moving. But hey, family, let's go ahead. We got people up in here. We're gonna jump into the player ratings for tonight. Y'all know how we
Sounds
do the
good.
play. Y'all know how we do the player ratings. Let me go and drop this link in the chat, man. If you want to tap on, if you got excuse me, if you got something on your mind you want to get off, come on, tap up in here with us real quick, okay? All right, let's tap in with these player ratings, man. Tonight, we starting off with DeAndre Hunter, 37 minutes, 15 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 50% from the field, 75% from three, 2 for 2 from 100% from the free throw line, only 1 turnover, 4 fouls, and a nice aggressive attack to the basket. For me tonight, I'm giving DeAndre Hunter, I'm giving him plus the win tonight. I'm giving him a 8. I mean, I'm giving him an 8. Um, he came out, he did his thing. The biggest moment is when he attacked the basket for me. Hopefully, we can get more of that. We see more of that per game. He should be doing that at least, you know, at least, excuse me, 4 to 5 times a game, just attacking the basket all the way to the rim, not stopping and pulling up right under the free throw line, but going all the way to the rim, man. I need to see that 4 or 5 times a game from this guy, man. So I see Chris gave him a 7, Drummer Boy gave him a 9. What you talking about, analyst?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him an 8. I feel like he played well, but I didn't feel like he listen. I didn't feel like he could have done. Listen, when you bring up attacking the basket, that's what I want him to do. I want him to attack the basket and take smart shots. I feel like a lot of the shots that he takes, it's like he knows that he's not good at taking those shots, and that bothers me a little bit. But he always makes up for it on the defensive end, or I just feel like the reason why he's getting an 8 for me tonight is his defense and the fact that he was able to on that last play get to the basket and get those foul and get that foul and get those 2 free throws. But I feel like he has to. This is going to be the next step of his career. This is going to and to me this would be the difference. And
we can hear you. Hold on 1 second, Trae.
And to me, this would be the difference maker if I would give him his contract or not. Is if he can get to the basket, because you can show me that you can get to the basket, you have an offense now, and we can depend on you to get to the basket, draw fouls or whatever. And so I just think that is what we need to see from DeAndre. Until then, unless he just goes crazy, he's going to continue to get 7, 8, or 9 or a 9 for me.
Yo, Trae, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's your player rating for DeAndre Hunter tonight?
Well, I ain't catch your stats. What was his stats?
37 minutes, 15 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 50% from the field, 75% from 3, perfect from the free throw line.
I'm with Analysts on this. I definitely want to see him get a little more aggressive. With like my problem tonight was, and I don't know if you saw it in the chat. Go ahead, get it out of the way. I said an 8. I said I was gonna go with Analysts, but my problem tonight was when they set the game plan up to take Trae out of the game. If you got 2 men at the top of the key, they're not doubling him at the top of the key. Excuse me, they're doubling him at the beginning of the half court. You feel what I'm saying? If you got 2 men there and Trae gets it to the open man, if your shot is not falling, we need to drive. Like you've been saying all season, am I like we need to drive? If the shot is not falling, I understand with shooters. Like you said, shooters shoot. But we got to be able to adjust, man. If you see that shot ain't following, Herter, prime example. The shot was falling at first first half, couldn't miss. You feel what I'm saying? But once they took Trae out of the game, they took an element out of the game. He couldn't drive, he couldn't kick. You feel what I'm saying? But he could still get assists because he had one man open and he was getting that man the ball. Bogey, Herder, and Hunter were missing threes, and I feel like they should have drove. You know what I'm saying? So as far as with Herder, I give him an 8. I really want to give him a 7, to be honest, simply because I need to see more from him. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he can be our second guy. He has the skill package to be our second guy. But like I said earlier in the chat, I feel like the the supporting cast has the Long syndrome. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is they scared to do their thing, man. Like put some sauce on it, man. Y'all just giving us what we used to. At this point, you got to think about these teams that seen you so many times, and you got to know we made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. They put a target on our back last year. You feel what I'm saying? So you got to know these folks is looking at this film every time they're about to go against us and seeing what y'all did last year, and we're doing the same thing we did last year. You feel what I'm saying? I need y'all to drive. Period. So I give Hunter a 8, and I just got to see more out of him. You know what I'm saying? He shot good. Don't get me wrong. He shot good, but like I said, I just got to see a little more from him on the offensive side because I know even though he's in the starting lineup with Trae, and like you said, they have to give up more of their shots when they're starting with Trae. He had more opportunities to, you know what I'm saying, get in there and get the foul. And like you say, they're always going to the hole, stop in the middle of the paint, and throw that floater. I mean, it falls sometimes, but go get the fouls, man. Like you say, you got to go ahead and set that, how can I say, set that tone with the refs to where they're gonna give you them fouls because they see how you play. They see how you play. They see how you get your money. So they can't do nothing but respect it.
I feel you. I feel you. Now, excuse me, guys. You know your boy over here still sick, so I ain't gonna be as go as long as we usually do. Let's go player ratings. Onyeka Okongwu, he had 26 minutes tonight, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Ledison rebounding tonight. Two assists. He was 6 for 11 from the field. Man, listen. I saw them throw the ball into Onyeka Okongwu, man, and he hit the homeboy with a little shake and a little hook shot, man. I was like, when I seen that, I was like, yeah, Clint might lose his job. Okay. If 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 Big O, bro, if Big O was 6'9", bro, it'd be a wrap. 6'9", 6'10", it'd be a wrap for Capella. But excuse me, guys.
Easy.
I'm giving Big O tonight. Like I said, I'm giving him a good 9 tonight. You know, consistently, man. This dude consistently brings energy. He consistently brings active hands. He consistently brings active hands inside the paint. It was one possession. He was in the lane. He was in the lane. He was going for a rebound. Couldn't get the board, but he moved his hands.
Knocked it out.
He moved his hands and ended up shaking that ball free, man. Like that dude is he gonna be pretty good, man. He gonna be pretty good. I can't wait just to see him develop a little offensive game. Hopefully they don't do him like they did college and telling him to add a 3-point game to him, because we need a post presence. You know, we don't really have a real post presence. So that it was nice to see them throw the ball to him in the paint and he shake him and hit him with a nice hook. And he shot pretty efficient tonight, you know, considering he don't really get that many shots. So I thought he did good, man. What I gave him, an 8? Is that what I said?
9. You said 9.
I said a 9.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna hold you to
I'm gonna stay with that 9. I thought I said an 8, so I was gonna have to bump it up. I was gonna bump it up, but yeah,
Okay,
I get
okay.
I give him a 9. What's your thoughts on that, analyst?
Yep, getting a 9. It's like you're reading right off my sheet. Yeah, he's getting a 9. I just feel like even a bogey is more that score. I feel like Big O is really our motor to the second unit. I feel like he's the one that brings the energy. So I feel
Tone
like
setter.
he's he gets a 9, and I'm I'll stick with that.
What you got on that, Trae?
Uh, Same here, man. 9 all across the board, man. Uh, the guy is like we all say, he's a tone setter with that second unit, man. I mean, I know he's a little undersized. I feel like he plays a little bit bigger than he actually is. He's not scared to go get a rebound. If he can't get the rebound, he putting up his hands to try to get the tip out. You know what I'm saying? And I like his aggression on the ball. Like normally, and it's nothing against Capella. When Capella get the ball, he'll take a couple dribbles, try to bat down. Once he see he can't do it, back out. With
Yep.
Okongwu, like Holmes is trying to either yam on you, you know, or he gonna try to embarrass you in some way. Like, no, this is my time to shine. You know what I'm saying? He realizes his role, so when he get his opportunities, Holmes take advantage of him. And to be honest with you, I don't even be mad when he misses shots because he don't take dumb shots to me. You know what I'm saying? He pays attention to the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? So when he gets the ball at the end of the shot clock, he already know it's time to go up. You know what I'm saying? I do like his athleticism under the rim because Holmes is able to make some unbelievable dunks. You know what I'm saying? For him to be, I do want to see him bulk up, but like you said a couple of days ago, with the NBA and all that running, it's gonna be hard for him to keep that weight on if you didn't come in with that characteristic or that attribute from college. You know what I'm saying? But if he can bulk up, that height ain't gonna mean nothing because Holmes has hops. He has hops. So definitely a 9 for me.
All right, and I think the chat pretty much agrees with the 9 for the 9 for Congo. All right, let's go Bondanovic, 31 minutes, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. Terrible shooting night tonight for Bogdan, 4 for 12 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3, perfect from the free throw line, 2 turnovers. I'm giving Bogdan. I'm giving him a. I want to say my original score is a 6, but since we won, I'm gonna give him a 7. Um, you know, I listen, bro. If you a shooter and your shot not going down, I need something else from you. I could have used some better defense. I could use some better defense from him since the shot wasn't
And
falling. You know, but I can't get that play out of my head when he just let Buddy Hield just go down the middle of the lane. My mind was blown, but I give him a 7 because we won tonight. But my original score is a 6. Need more from him. Point blank. Period. If your shot not falling, I need you to do something else. Maybe you could sit there and say he did something else by dishing out 6 dimes. You could say that, in his defense. You know what I'm saying? But I would prefer more from him on the defensive end if the shot's not falling. You feel me? So it's a 7 for me. What you got on that, Analyst?
Yep, 7. I mean, I feel like he took a lot of shots, which, look, like you said, shooter's going to shoot, but he took a lot of shots. And I feel like just sometimes, he has the ball in his hand a little bit too much where he's just dribbling, taking a shot. I mean, I'm not always, I mean, 7. We won, so I'm not gonna sit here and cry about how Bogey missed 1,003. Listen, wins is all I care about. But as far as Bogey tonight, 7, because I feel like he wasn't bad, but he also won good.
What you got on that, Trae?
I'm looking at a 7 as well. Same reason as you. My original score was a 6. Because like you said, man, I just gotta see more out of him, man. Like to be honest, like I said earlier, the bitch almost tricked that game off. You know what I'm saying? Like with us living and dying by that three, it's okay to do that when it's working, but we gotta do something different. And with Bogey shooting, where he shot 2 for 9 from the three, like he's taking 9 threes, and like Emily said, he got the ball in his hand a little too much. Now I feel like not to get off topic, I feel like Lou should do more of the ball handling on that second unit. You feel what I'm saying? Just to free up Bogey, because we knew coming in Bogey was a spot up shooter. You know what I'm saying? He one on ones come off the screen and he gonna pop that mug. You know what I'm saying? He's getting out of his game. I feel like even though he's playing better off the bench compared to what he does in the starting lineup, I feel like he feels like he needs to take a Trey role when you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? That bench we got a lot of scoring on that bench. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like if he kind of like delegates some of the, I don't know if I used that word right. I might have just threw it out. If he delegates some of the roles, the ball handling role to Lou a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and make Lou get some assists, I feel like we can really see him flourish, because that's his game. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a dribbler in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him like be a constant dribbler. You know what I'm saying? He was a spot up shooter. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he's good for. And I mean, definitely, definitely got to do better on defense. I don't see what the game plan was with the defense, but like I said, it's a 7, a close 7.
Okay. Let's go next. Clint Capella. Clint Capella played 22 minutes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 for 5 from the field. Luckily, he didn't have to go to the freaking free throw line. 1
Ooh,
block, 5 fouls. I mean, I think Clint played a tough game tonight, man. I mean, in my opinion, he should have. He was going up against one dude who's a rookie, and the other dude who wouldn't even be playing. On the other guy, young dude, I can't remember his
was
name, but
it?
he about to be a free agent
Um,
tonight. I mean, he about to be a free agent after the season. So, I mean, not like he was going up against any real competition. So, I expected him to have a good decent night, which he did. I mean, 10.6 rebounds. Obviously he was limited due to foul trouble. He only played 22 minutes and ended the game with 5 fouls. But I think he played pretty solid tonight, man. I think he played pretty solid. And to me, I'm giving Clint a 6 with the win, a 7 total. What you got on that, Analyst?
Well, listen, I mean,
that's finished the lab. That's
wait a
finished
minute.
the lab.
I mean, look, I, I'll tell you what. Since we won, Clint can, since we won, I'll give Clint a 7. But listen, this is a courteous win because he was originally about at a 5. Let me tell you why. Listen. The inconsistencies. Looking at him pick up Reggie Jackson on the 3-point line to coming into today's game and no, it really bothered me. And I felt like we were good with Clint on the floor, but I feel like it towards the end there, he was just a flat out liability. He couldn't do anything. We weren't going to him. He wasn't really defending that well. If you look at the rebounds, you look at the offense and the defensive rebounds, and uh, that's my to take on Clint. I just want to say this one quick thing. If you look at the stats, what I think killed us tonight and would allow Indiana to get back in the game, but they did lose, which is the most important thing. But if you look at the points off of our turnovers, they had more turnovers than us, but they had 23 points off our turnovers. So that was a big factor. But again, we won. They did it, and that's the main thing. We move up in the standings to 9, a game and a half out of 8, and everything's looking on the rise. We got a chance to get back to 500 tomorrow.
And don't forget the impact that Clint makes. Because when Clint went out the game, they show started killing us in the paint. So Clint's presence is a big deal on our defense. What's your thought on that, Trae?
Yeah, simply because of the foul trouble, I think a lot of not a lot. I say maybe one or two of those fouls were kind of like iffy. You know what I'm saying? But like I've been saying all night, man, we haven't been getting any luck. When I say any luck with the officiating, I think we need to focus on taking them out the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're doing what we're supposed to do as far as a team, the fouls won't hurt as much. You know what I'm saying? They'll still hurt, but like I said, I give him a 7 for the simple fact of the fouls. I do want to see him more active on boards, like especially offensive boards. I see him on the ground too often when it's when the ball is in the air. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he should
Yeah.
be in the air every time that ball come off the rim. He made a couple tip ins along with Okongwu, but I got to see him. I don't know if that foot is still bothering him or whatever the case may be. But tonight he was not bouncing. He was he it seemed like his and it could have been foul trouble. I don't know. Like I said, I give him a 7. I have to reevaluate that.
All right, guys. Tonight, next player up. Tonight, Gallinari had 28 minutes, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 for 10 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 2 for 2 from the line. Uh, he only had 1 turnover, 1 personal foul. I'm giving Gallo. I mean, Gallo to me he was an 8. I mean, he gave us that other option as far as being able to, you know, um, play in the post. Um, he shot 60% from the field, and Gallo usually take hard shots. So I mean, that's pretty good. He didn't do anything for us to lose the game. He was out there playing hard. And like I said, that's all I asked for my team at the end of the day. So what are you giving Bogey? I mean, excuse me, what you giving Gallo there, analyst?
Just a 8. I think that Gallo deserves an 8. I think that tonight, uh, not that I can recall. This is I guess my little line. I guess he didn't miss any shots that really hurt us. I feel like Gallo hit some pretty good shots in the first half. He did miss a couple that it's like you got to make those Gallo. But I feel like Gallo was pretty solid. I thought he was just solid tonight. He was just a solid vet tonight.
Trae, thoughts on Gallo?
Lately, Gallo has been surprising me. On the offensive end, he's been showing a little bit of spurt. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting to the basket, it's a couple of plays where I was just like, Gallo don't look like, you know what I'm saying, his old self that he actually is. Like Holmes he's driving. You know what I'm saying? This is what I need to see from Herter and Hunter. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual sprint to the basket. Like you're not gonna deny me type thing. You know what I'm saying? So he get a strong 8, close to a 9. I said we ain't gonna do points, but close to a 9. I give him an 8. He definitely, I think he definitely sustained uh, a lot of adversity that we faced with those runs that they were on. Like you said, man, like He makes the tough baskets. Mostly all of his baskets are in your face. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
you gotta give him the benefit of the doubt of shooting 6 for 10 on those baskets. You know what I'm saying? And with one foul. You know what I'm saying? Playing that amount of minutes and doing what he did, I definitely give him a strong 8.
All right. And we got next up Kevin Herter, 35 minutes, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 for 11 from the field, 4 for 9 from three. Ooh, 3 turnovers, 4 fouls, 2 steals. I mean, tonight for me, I don't know, man. Like in the first half, to me, Kevin Herter was like pushing a 9-ish, 10, but then he went so cold in the second half. He couldn't hit nothing,
Whew,
turning the ball
zero
over. That terrible offensive foul
offensive
call.
foul. Oh my God.
I see Drummer Boy out there gave him a 6. I think I'm gonna do a little bit better than Drummer Boy. I'm gonna give him I'm only giving him a 7 because we won. Who would have lost? I would have gave him a 6 for that performance tonight. Um, he is just not good with the ball, man. I mean, point blank, period. I mean, he doesn't have the vision. And I've been saying this. He constantly missing dudes wide open when he's trying to be a playmaker. And I think,
Mismatches.
yeah, I think he should, if he work on his attacking the basket and he can finish at the basket, then you could have something like a Gordon Hayward light. You know what I'm saying? When Gordon played for Utah. But at
Hmm.
this moment, he just what we used to say around my way, man. He a one-trick pony, man. Just
Yeah,
shoot the three.
definitely.
That's it. Just shoot the three, one-trick pony. And like he's not a playmaker, man. Turnover after turnover. We can't have it. Now, obviously, he can't fix it during the season. So, I'm just hoping he can continue his hot shooting. So I do have to tip my cap to him for that hot shooting in the first half. Because it turns out we needed every damn point that he pulled
Hmm.
in tonight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I give him a 6, but +1 for the win. So that's a 7. What's your thoughts on that, analyst?
Herder, listen, tonight I give Herder a 8. Uh, well, listen, look, I, you can't listen. I obviously when he missed like those like 2 or 3 threes there at the end, I was like, come on, Herder. But it was like, come on, it was like he didn't cost us that much.
He almost cost us the game with that with that
He
with that
definitely
offensive
did.
foul.
Yes, he did.
Let me show you. Let me tell you. I mean, to me, I think that Herder. Hey, I'm gonna give the
Yeah.
benefit of the doubt to my guy
Yeah.
Herder.
What you got on that, Trae?
Yeah, I give him a like you said, 9 in the first half, close to a 10. He was on point first half, but the second half, man, he was kind of a non-factor to me, to be honest. I do feel like those turnovers were somewhat offset with the steals, but it didn't correlate. You feel what I'm saying? As far as the stats goes, looking at the stats, you would probably give him a pass, but if you watch the whole game, it just didn't correlate. It didn't even out. Now those excuse me, those threes. Oh man, you got to hit those with. I think he might have missed 3 or 2 in a row, and one after Bogey missed one or something like that. I know he missed three threes, open threes. You know what I'm saying? Especially with them trying to take Trey out of the game. Like we have to have those. If you can't make them after you miss one, and you know your shot is off, get you a foul or something, man. Like we always say, you got to see that, and that makes a hell of a difference. You feel what I'm saying? So, it's a 6 for me. I'm gonna give him a 6 just because we got to see more. Like you said, he's a one-trick pony, and I would just do what I have to not, to not hurt the team too much. But some points I feel like he's gonna take over. I don't see him as a primary ball handler. But when you get the take it in the hole, man.
Yeah, luckily
With
we got
anybody in the vicinity of the basket
yeah,
all year.
luckily we got Cooper cooking down there in the G League, man. So hopefully he'll be up here
Man, you
soon.
right. He cooking.
Start next year. But now I already know what the rating is for this guy. I already know. Trae Young gets a freaking 10. Okay, he played 35
72.
minutes. He played 35 minutes, 47 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 13 for 20, 7 for 10 from three, perfect from the line. That's what the freak I'm talking about. 4 turnovers, but that's what
Lights
I'm
out.
talking about, man. When he plays efficient basketball, when he don't do that, when he don't play that hero ball crap, man. When he play efficient, I'm when I get off of here, I'm gonna get on the internet, man. I bet you his shot chart gonna say was gonna be all red in the paint. He was just getting into the lane tonight, man. Just getting into the lane. Like, that's what we need. We don't need him to give us, don't get me wrong. I love that 70% from three, but I don't need Trae to shoot 10 threes a night, man. I don't need that. What I need for him is get in that lane, get that when he get that floater working, bro, that dude is unstoppable. Because it changes the whole way that the
The
big gotta
defense.
play him. The big gotta make a choice. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Do I leave my man and give up the lob? Do I try to contest Trae because he might shoot the floater? Man, come on, bro. Man, I love when he plays like this. And I was just telling analysts at the beginning, man, back-to-back games of playing efficient basketball, man. You got to love it. You got to
W.
love it when your star go for 47, dog, on 20 shots. Come on, man. 10
Hella
all
efficient.
damn day, bro. Like, that's why I had to go put it on today, man. I had to go put it on today, dog. I had to go put it on. Like, this dude putting on the show, bro. He putting on the show, man, and I love to see it, man. 10 for me. I know everybody gonna give him a 10, but just give me your thoughts, analysts, on what you thought of Trey's performance.
Oh man, do I really have? I mean, it's a 10 all day. I mean, listen, like I said earlier, the difference is look, it's good when we do, when he has these games and we win. And I even think, like, I even like when Trae goes for a lot of, when Trae just is being Trae, that's what I call it. But the fact that he was so efficient, it doesn't blow my mind, but it blows my mind because look, Trae Young, he was above 60% in both the 3 point shooting and the field. When you're able to do that as a point guard, when you have 49 points, you know,
Undersized.
undersized. That's look.
Undersized.
There's no question that Trey. Look, people can argue. You can argue in the comment section. There's no question, and I can't think of anyone better. No better point guard in the Eastern Conference. No one else really can do that. Not at his size, not at his age, uh, and not with that efficiency. No one else can do that, and it's nothing else that anyone can tell me. No one else can do that, at least not in the Eastern Conference. So listen, Trae Young is amazing. He's a superstar. He's our franchise player for a reason. And let me tell you, it's something when you have a guy that you can call your franchise player. It's a lot better than anyone else on your team. Cough, cough, Raj.
Go ahead, Trey. I mean, we already know Trey got a 10 from you, but tell me what you thought of his performance tonight.
Man, 33, man. That's all I gotta say. 33, unheard of this season. First player to do it this season. 33 points in the first half. When you can take over a game and switch a team's game plan completely to focus on you, one like I said, undersized as a mofo. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the underdog. You feel what I'm saying? For him to hit, like I love to watch Trey when he gets hot. Not necessarily, I don't want to say he gets hot. When he get to feeling himself, oh my God. It just seems like he cannot miss. You know what I'm saying? And if he do, it's like it's like almost go in type thing. You know what I'm saying? So is man, I love to see it, man. I love to see it, man. I'm ecstatic, man. And at the second half, seeing that they were focusing more on you to put that trust in your guys and not try to play hero ball and foul hunt and all of this and all of that, bro. I love to see the growth, man. I love to see the growth. He's showing us that he's that capable player that we've been looking for. You know what I'm saying? Since to be honest with you,
Shit,
the
since
highlight reel.
Dominique.
You know what I'm saying? The highlight reel. Like, yeah, I was
Yep,
really
since
trying to think hard
Dominique.
about it, but
Let's keep it
he,
real.
he
Since Dominique.
and Dominique was twice, almost three times his height. You know what I'm saying? So it's wonderful, wonderful to see that from, you know what I'm saying, a player of his stature coming from the background he came from. You know what I'm saying? Always being the underdogs, like we have always been the underdogs. You know what I'm saying? The Atlanta Hawks. He matches the bill. He fits the bill. That's why when people get into that argument with Doncic and stuff like that, he wouldn't have matched the culture. It wouldn't have worked. I don't see it working. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a win-win for us, man. It's a win-win, and we got
Hey, yeah.
Reddish on top of it. So I
It's a
mean, it was a
win-win, man.
win-win.
Like this dude is like I call him, man, on my on my main Facebook page when I be talking about Trae Young, man. I call him Young Legend because this dude's gonna end up being he's gonna
Woo.
be a NBA, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer, bro. Like I'm calling it now. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
First
Now I
ballot.
ain't gonna
First
I
ballot.
ain't saying now. I ain't gonna sit here and say he gonna lead us to, 4, 5, 6 championships. But as far
No.
as his stats
Greatness.
are concerned, he gonna have Hall of Fame stats by the time he call it a career. Now, um, Coach Nate and his staff, I give them tonight. I give Coach Nate's staff a 7, man. I would have gave him an 8, but I'm so mad he did not challenge that DeAndre Hunter phantom call, bro. I'm sitting there like screaming at my TV, challenge the play, Nate. Challenge it. He didn't even touch him.
What would have been? What would it have hurt? Like what could it have done? What's the negative for not
Yeah,
challenging?
there was
I mean,
not.
for
I mean, the
challenging. No
only thing
negative.
they could have hit us on. We had 2 timeouts left, so they would have took 1 timeout. So who cared? But who knows? We could have won that challenge and got the ball back. But I was just like, dang. Sometimes I wish he would, like we tell Hunter, I wish he would sometimes coach aggressively at times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, make those challenges. Show your players, hey, I see that same crap too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I give Coach Naff and the staff a 7 tonight. What you get a staff analyst and Coach Nate?
I'll give him an 8 tonight. Listen, we got the win. That's the main thing. That's why he's not getting like an atrocious number. But the challenge won, and I felt like he left that bench unit in a little bit too long. And that's where the lead started to fade a little bit. And then
That's a big
and
problem of
then
his.
yeah, and then he didn't make any adjustments when we went on that scoring drought there for a second. But the win, is a win. So I mean, he'll get an 8 from me tonight, but he's got to clean those things up if we're gonna you know look to beat some of the better teams we have left, which is not Toronto, Raj, by the way.
What what's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on Nate McMillan tonight? On Trey?
Yeah, definitely a 7. To see him yell at Trey after that celebration on that half court shot, and to see him not show that same energy on that play with DeAndre, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I can't even lie to you. Like y'all say, I've been kind of the advocate for Nate McMillan. Like he got to be a little more aggressive, man. We got to see this. I mean, last game, I think it was last game or the game before last when he got uh teed up and thrown out. That's the type of energy I need to see from Nate McMillan. I need to see that, you know what I'm saying, and not just he's. I don't know how to put it, and I don't want to stay too long on the subject. Like I say, I give him a 7. He definitely could have did better with adjustments. His biggest problem with me is I guess trying to find the good in a bad situation and keeping the bench in too long. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's what he be trying to do, or give his guys more. I don't know. I don't. I can't see what's in the man's head, but he definitely got to see those problems and fix those in game. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to fix those as soon as we see them as fans. Ain't no way you couldn't have seen it. You know what I'm saying? It's not working, dude. Let's move on. Like, we keeping them in the game by you know what I'm saying, overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? And just let the game come to us, man. Like, let your team play. Put your best guys in when you need the best guys in. Period.
Exactly. But like I say, guys, overall, man, good team win. It's
Hmm.
we still lack that, killer mentality.
Dog. That
What's the
dog.
video game? We lack that we
Killer
lack
instinct.
that Tekken
Oh, okay.
mentality. That finish him. We lack
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah.
When you up on a team, I gave Indiana they props, but let me keep it a buck. When you up on a team like the Pacers, man, by 15, 17, you gotta put them out their misery. You have to put
Not only
they're a bad team for a reason. Put them out of their misery. But the Atlanta Hawks, and I'm telling you, when Nate figure this out, we'll be rolling. Why does the team why they can't maintain that same amount of energy for 48 minutes? They either don't have it in the first and then have it in the second. They either have it in the first half, coming out in the third quarter, give up a 45-point quarter.
dry,
It's always
dry.
something with this team to where they lose the little bit of aggressiveness that they had. I've been saying it. I'm sure y'all heard me. I call us a bunch of good guys. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Why are
oh yeah.
we unable to um hype ourselves up, whatever word or phrase you want to use, to destroy teams? Bro, it's not like the Pacers was like one game below five. They're like 14 games below 500. You know what I'm saying?
Not only are they a
Without
bad
Lance
team,
Stevenson, yeah, without Lance Stevenson, without
eight
they had a
players.
couple other, yeah, without Miles Turner, and we still struggle. Now, I'm not gonna say we struggle. We allowed them back into the game. We
On defense, we
cannot
did.
do that. Yeah, good teams would have took this game, bro. Good teams would have stole this game. You know what I'm saying? And I just need
My,
this team to stay motivated, not motivated. I need them to stay with that. They need to get that Mamba mentality or something
keep
and
that
be able to hold
same
it for
energy,
48
man.
minutes. Yeah.
Keep
What's your
that
what's your
same
thoughts on
energy,
that,
man.
Trey? What's your
Like,
thoughts on
I
what I just
mean,
said, Trey?
you totally 100% correct. I don't know what it is with the first and second half. It's with that. It's like that with them and all Atlanta teams that play quarters. It's almost like that for the Hawks and the Falcons. They do the same thing, man. It's like we gas out whatever half we feel like playing. You know what I'm saying? That killer instinct. I, I I I don't know what it is, whether we get too tired or whatever the case may be. For a team, not only are the Pacers bad, they only had 8 players. Not that's not their rotation. They only had 8 players, and four. I see 3 or 4 of those players weren't even supposed to be in the game. They weren't in the original game plan. You feel what I'm saying? So it says something. And for those players, 7 out of 8 players total on the roster for this game, they score double digits. Three
Well,
of
let
them
me
get
tell you.
20.
Let me tell you, in that, you know, in that rebuttal, I just say this: you also got to think them having 8 players, almost 2 or 3 of them have been out pretty much the whole season. T.J. Warren, Miles Turner, Malcolm Brogdon. Those guys have pretty much been out the whole season. I mean, the only legit guys that I will give them that they're missing is Duarte, Goga, and I can't remember the other guy's name, but other than that, I mean, I feel like, listen, I feel like this Indiana team is definitely, in my opinion, for what they're trying to do, they're going to be a competitive team. But
Oh, they on the right track.
Yeah, they're going to be a competitive team, especially if they're able to get a pretty good draft pick and move Miles Turner and some other of those guys to move up and get maybe 2 high draft picks in the top 5 or top 6. They're going to be a really good team. But listen, I just think that although you're right, we got to clean up a few of those things. I'm just glad that it didn't cost us the game tonight. We got the win, uh, and it's another one in the win
But
column.
it has cost us games before. You see, that's
Yeah,
why I bring that stuff
Well,
up.
I, well,
You know,
I,
we are in the position we are in because of what? Lack of energy against 500. Somebody posted it in the group. For some, we struggle against teams 500 or worse. Bro, we just got blown out on our home court by a team 15. The Pacers just beat the Spurs. Spurs came to Atlanta and beat us by like freaking 30 on our own
that
home court.
goes back.
We don't
That goes.
have these players. Excuse me, these players, they don't have that mentality, man. They don't have that mentality. Like, you know what? We better than you. So since I think we better than you, we gonna beat y'all ass tonight. Instead, we be like this. Oh, we think we
I'm gonna
better
play
than
to
you.
your
So
level.
yeah, so we just gonna
We're gonna make
BS
it.
around.
We're gonna cut the
Now,
setters on even teams.
yeah,
Cut the
we
setters
gonna
on
put it
even
on.
teams in
We gonna take.
2K.
We
Like,
gonna we gonna
no.
we gonna take our settings off all Madden and put it on easy. Put it on rookie.
You
You
feel
know
me?
what I'm saying?
Rookie.
Yeah, bro. I bet if you
On
sat back and go
arcade
look at our
mode.
losses, if you go back and look at our losses, I wonder how many losses we have against teams below 500. You know what I'm saying? But then we'll play the Bucks,
Too
the
many.
Sixers. We'll be on the road playing them
The
tough the
Bulls,
whole game.
man.
And that's why I bring that up, man, because it's a habit with the Hawks. Remember, Annas, I was saying what one day, hey, be careful when you say we gonna win, because you don't know which team gonna show up, bro. You
You
don't know which
never
team.
know.
Hey, and tonight showed you that we can be one team in the first half and be a whole different team in the second half up against whatever type of obstacle gets thrown in our path. But in this game, we just flat out let them boys back in the game. They hit like what? One dude hit like Halliburton, he
What's his
caught
name? Brisket?
fire. Yeah, the big
Three
man caught
threes
yeah, he hit like three threes in a
Brisket.
row. Nobody
in a
guarding this
row.
dude, man. I'm like, bro, come on. He putting up. Anybody gonna say, hey, man, we might want to get on this guy. Halliburton got hot. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Luckily, we had the lead big enough. Because, bro, I was sitting here, I'm thinking, if the Pacers take the lead, we gonna trick off the game, bro.
No,
But
most definitely.
luckily we didn't allow them to get over that hump. But it happens too much. That's why we not a 50-win team. And tomorrow, that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna go through our schedule. I'm gonna see how many times we lost teams under 500. You know what I'm saying? Compared to teams that's over 500. And then don't forget, bro, we just had a losing record at home until recently, till we reeled off what 4 or 5 in a row at home.
Yeah.
We had a 10-game losing streak at the house. So I mean, I can see why those points get brought up because it's something that happens to us consistently that we need to stop because that could make a break. That might have had us right now being in the 4 seed instead of fighting for a play-in game. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Just fighting for a play-in position. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's either here or there. I know some people don't agree with me, but hey, we
Nah,
all we
man.
all can have our own opinions, and we all at the end of the day we shoot for the same goal as a championship.
Of course. Of course.
The only difference is we all got different ways of trying to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But
Different formulas, different stroke, different
yeah,
folks, man.
exactly. So we're gonna go ahead, man. We did the player range. We're gonna go ahead and because your boy is not feeling it again today, man. I already took that damn cough medicine and stuff. So
Oh,
we're
you
gonna
did
go
better.
ahead,
You
man.
did
Bro.
better. Caps off,
What was
bro.
that?
You
Was that
You
strong.
Friday
sound
night?
better.
But
Yes.
Friday night, I was,
My boy cut it. Hey,
bro.
out
I
of
couldn't
here.
believe if analysts didn't come up here on Friday, bro, that thing would have been about 15 minutes long, bro. That's how. Because at about 15 minutes, I was ready to get off and go lay it down. You feel me? And but yeah, man.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
because
yeah.
yeah, it's going away a little bit. I already took my cough medicine, so I want to be up here dozing off and stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and we already went an hour and a half. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get final words from analysts and final words from Trae. So you got any final words tonight, analysts? And if you got make sure you tap I'm over here tripping. Make sure you tap in your YouTube and any other thing you got going on.
More
Yeah,
already.
I just thought that tonight was a great win despite letting them back into the game. I'm just glad that we did this one of those games where we come on here and we talk about a collapsed game. We came in even when we gave up the lead. Um, we just came back for ourselves and we got the win. That's all that matters. Got another one tomorrow. It's gonna be it's gonna be a tough one. We just can't sit here and slide past them. They're gonna come out and just play hard. So we gotta be ready for them. We got another one tomorrow at 7:30 against Portland at home. So hopefully we can add another one to the home wins as our schedule. Thank God lightens up from a tough start. But overall. I'm just glad we got the win.
And you got any final words there, Trae?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna leave saying this. My biggest problem with us, it seems like we play like we don't know our identity. Because, like I said earlier, we hit that even teams switch a little too often, man. Like we have a back to back. And playing against a shorthanded team that's also a bad team, we have to keep the foot on the gas so we can for these starters, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no way these starters should be playing into damn near overtime. You know what I'm saying? We just have to get that killer instinct. We get that killer instinct, it's over with, man. I feel like that's the only thing we're missing. Killer instinct. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
and I think
follow
we
me on
we
all
had that.
platforms.
Go ahead, Trey. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. You good. Follow me on all platforms at Trey Beast. That's TR3BEAST. I'm an artist, very open artist. If you want to do some music and you're in Atlanta, let me know. We can make stuff happen. As well as YouTube, TR3BEAST, man.
And that's what's up, family. This is your boys, man. Mi, the homie, young analyst. I like young analyst better because you're so young, but I'm gonna call you young analyst, but Atlanta analyst. Make sure you tap in with his YouTube. He posts every day. You tap in with us tomorrow, guys. Y'all know post game live gonna be in effect. Your boy getting better, so hopefully we don't lose the game because then that'll make me really start tripping, regardless of how I'm feeling. But
Ooh,
hopefully
wait.
hopefully we take that win tomorrow. Like
Keep it
Trey said,
positive.
tap in with him. He
We're gonna
got
keep it
follow him on
positive.
all platforms if you can. Support him if you can. Support the analysts if you can. And I want to salute the chat. Salute to the chat. Hey, thanks for coming through, tapping in with us, man. And it's your boys, and we out of here with another Hawks win. That's 2 in a row, man. And you know what? I'm so happy because if we would have tricked off this game, it'd have been ugly tonight. And I'll be going to bed mad. So it's your boys, MI analyst, the homie Trey Beast coming in. Appreciate you for tapping in with us on the live tonight, homie. And we out. Y'all stay up, man.